Hello guys and welcome back to my channel for another episode of Hood Gaming's Tactic Tester. We've had some very impressive formations and tactics on the series so far, and today we welcome yet another one. We welcome GYRFM onto the channel using his tactic, and I've just got to give the man a quick congratulations as him and his partner have recently just had a baby that has just been born, so congratulations to them. But now it's time to get into the video, and we are going to start by reminding you guys of the rules of this series. So guys, just a quick reminder of the rules. All tactics must have a proven record of success or achievement. All tactics will use the same team and fixtures for the test, and that will be Arsenal. No transfers will be allowed to be made in either transfer window. Tactics will be loaded in and the whole season will be simulated in one go. All points, wins, goals scored and win percentage will be collected and displayed to find the best tactic out there. So, as I said earlier, we've had many creators on the tactic tester so far, so let's give you guys a quick reminder of how our leaderboard started. So guys, this is the current state of the leaderboard. Pav FM still topping the leaderboard with his 3-3-1-3 formation, with his impressive 67.74 win percentage. Then you've got myself in second, Man of My FM in third, RDF Tactics in fourth, JDFM in fifth, and FM Stinger in sixth. We've had some very good tactics. They've all been relatively different so far. So let's get into the game and we will take a look at GYRFM's unbelievable tactic. So then guys, I am back and we are here again at the start of the season with Arsenal for another start of the tactic tester. As I said, this is GYRFM's tactic. He's done very well with it himself. So it's going to be interesting to see how it works with Arsenal. Arsenal have been a very interesting team for some of these formations. Some that you think would do very well haven't, and some that you wouldn't necessarily expect because of some liabilities in certain positions. Cough, David Luiz. They've actually done very well. So guys, what we usually do is we jump into the tactic section. As you can see here, I already have the tactic loaded up. Before I get any further, I am going to let you guys know I'm going to leave all the links to GYRFM in my description. Make sure you head over there on Twitter and on Twitch. Give him a follow on Twitch and make sure you follow him on Twitter. This is his formation. I'm not going to go into it in massive detail, but it is a custom gegenpress. As you can see, sweeper keeper in goal, two fullbacks both on attack, central defenders, defensive midfielder on support, box-to-box midfielder also on support, Mazzala on attack, inside forwards on both sides. The right-hand side is on attack and the left-hand side is on support, and that advanced forward up top then. So what we usually do, guys, is we usually hit this quick pick button just to get a flavour for what's going to happen in this save. A message from Steve Round. As you can see, this is his first team selection based on today's assessment of the players. So obviously this does change, but it will give us a very interesting look to see who's going to be playing where and put some faces to those positions. So obviously Leno in goal, Bellerin holding, Gabriel, Kieran Tierney as the fullbacks. I think that's pretty much as solid as you're going to get out of Arsenal, I think. Thomas Partey in the DM role. Xhaka alongside Ceballos is a very interesting combination, kind of where Arsenal are really weak at the moment. Thomas Partey is a fantastic player, but these two not cutting the mustard for me. Got Saka out on the right-hand side, Aubameyang on the left, and Lacazette up top on his own. They've also obviously got the options of, the likes of Willian and Pepe to play out on these spots as well. So it will be interesting to see how we get on. I will now sim this season, and we will come back and see how this tactic has got on. So then guys, I am back. It is the end of the season, and oh my God, Arsenal have finished second with a staggering 90 points. I just can't stress how good this is. Finishing on 90 points is the highest that we've seen by quite a considerable margin. And not only that, 90 points in other simulations would see this Arsenal team on top of the Premier League by a long way. Other stuff that we can see from here, Lacazette is the top goal scorer, as you would expect in that advanced forward role. Gabriel, the highest average rating, is an interesting one. Most assists going to Willian. Most red cards is Kolasinac. So that means Xhaka didn't get sent off this season, so that's very interesting. So, without any further ado, the next step, how did they get on in the rest of these competitions? So, taking it all in. Oh, wow. Okay, right. Let's start at the right-hand side. So they were runners-up in the Community Shield. We will go over that in a second. We will take a look at that. Finished knocked out in the third round of the Carabao Cup by AFC Bournemouth. Not the best result. Top goal scorer there was Harry Clark and Reece Nelson. Looks like they rotated the team in the Carabao Cup. As it is a board expectation of not important, doesn't really matter. Expectation in the FA Cup, though, is to reach the semi-finals, and they were knocked out in the 5th round by Manchester City. Let's see who won this. Man United beating Manchester City in the final. And then in the Europa League, they were knocked out in the quarter-finals by Real Madrid, who are in the final against PSV. The fact that Real Madrid are in the Europa League is just absolutely disgusting. I've got to see what happened. So they were in with Inter and Man City. Didn't go through. I assume that's on head-to-head as their goal difference is the same, or it's on goals scored. Man City go through, so they drop into the Europa League. Oh, that's disgusting. That is disgusting. Anyway, though, this is going to be interesting to see how they got on, because knocked out the 3rd round of the Carabao Cup, didn't have wins in there, but also don't have games played, which is very interesting as well. Knocked out in the 5th round by Manchester City again, not too bad. We'll let this one slide against Real Madrid in the Europa League. Obviously, that is a staggering performance in the Premier League. I'm going to bring up the Premier League table and make it a little bit bigger so we can take a look at how things went. Equaled Liverpool in terms of wins, but lost more than Liverpool did, being the main difference maker. Liverpool also scored 108 goals, which is absolutely staggering, but only conceding 32, 6 of which were against Liverpool and 5 of which were against Wolves. So this seems like a very, very good formation at both ends of the pitch. Let's go into the schedule and see how, I hate when the calendar does this, and see how they got on. So, Community Shield, lost 3-2. Mane, Tierney, Fabinho. Goals for Liverpool. Not too bad, not too bad. Interesting start, though. Beat Sheffield United 5-0, beat Fulham, and then losing 1-0 to Bournemouth in the Carabao Cup. What have they done here? Leno, Bellerin, Holding, Gabriel, Kolasinac, Partey, El Neni, Willian. Oh, yeah, that's not a bad team. And then 5-0 away at Wolves. I don't know what's happened here. The team must have just played absolutely horrendously. Jimenez, Cody, Bolly, and Adama Traore in on that. And then look at this run here. Winning all the way through October. Interesting group, Hoffenheim, Rennes, and Dinamo Zagreb, that is, in the Europa League. So they've got through there, absolutely blitzing their way through. One thing I will say, guys, there's a lot of clean sheets in here. Clean sheets against Leeds, Southampton, Palace, Spurs. Yeah, this is a tidy formation. Beating Tottenham again. This 5-1's probably the highlight of the season so far against Manchester City in the Christmas doubleheader that this simulation has chucked up. Lacazette with a hat-trick. Very, very impressive. And then they lost the game at the Etihad to Raheem Sterling. No shame there. Put together a nice little run here. Palace, Doncaster, yeah. Southampton draw. Interesting. You'd like to think that they'd win that game. Nice solid run again here. Beating Manchester United 2-0. Got their own back on Wolves as well. Out in the FA Cup 5th round 3-0 to Man City. Europa League knockouts come round. They beat Young Boys comfortably over 2 legs. High scoring. Very high score in this formation. This West Ham game is one that teams usually struggle with, so it's interesting to see them power through there. Lost to West Brom. Don't know what to say, guys. Beat Lille in the second knockout round. That's good. Absolutely battered Liverpool here. 4-0 at home. Beating the Premier League champions. El Nene, Lacazette, Saka, and Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang smashing their way through there very nicely. And then they come up against the brick wall that is Real Madrid. Beat Real Madrid 1-0 at home. Lacazette with that goal. But sadly losing 4-1 at the Bernabeu. Yeah, that's a tough one to take. Real Madrid shouldn't be in the Europa League, man. So that's neither here nor there. Solid results toward the end of the season. Beating Chelsea. This is usually where teams sort of fall away. And sort of struggle towards the end of the season, especially if they are fighting in that Europa League. Liverpool 6-2 loss at Anfield. Not great. Vinicius Jr. scored a hat-trick and Thiago Almeida on the score sheet there. 3 nice wins here, Villa, Everton and Chelsea, before losing on the final day of the season 1-0 away at Old Trafford to a goal from Anthony Martial. Just at first glance, guys, I think we're going to have a new leader. Let's go into the team report. We'll go into the analyst report and we'll expand some of these things so we can take a look at the tactic in more detail. Absolutely blitzing the amount of expected goals per game in comparison to the rest of the Premier League. Same with the goals per game and the shots per game. This one is a very, very good tactic by the looks of things, guys. In terms of scoring, doing pretty well. Let's bring this attacking efficiency up. They're very aggressive, but also relatively wasteful. You'd like that conversion rate to be a little bit higher. We manage more shots per match in the Premier League, but less clinical than a lot of teams, as you can see here. In terms of conceding, though, this is probably where the formation shines. Yep, quiet and very impenetrable. Very good to see. Very good to see in terms of defensive efficiency. We can see fewer goals than would be expected, which is good. Shows the defense is actually holding up quite nicely. And let's take a look. So obviously the formations used, this is listed as a 4-3-3 DM wide. I'd probably say a 4-3-2-1. It's my personal preference. But as you can see here, guys, it's worked very well against the 4-2-3-1 with the 10 clear-cut chances in the positive. But the best one is actually playing the same shape with the +16. Started against 17 teams in this way and have a +16 in terms of the clear-cut chances created, which is very interesting. Did it struggle against anything? Struggled at against 5 backs. And yeah, 5 backs. Struggled against 5-back formations. It's interesting. Very interesting to know if you are coming up against someone in this formation. Okay, guys, I'm going to go away. I'm going to do some maths and I'm going to bring you back with the new leaderboard. And I think we are going to have a new leader. I'll be back in a sec. So, guys, I am back and I am correct. We do have a new leader at the top of the Tactic Tester leaderboard. GYRFM slotting in at the top of the leaderboard with his 4-3-2-1. Despite not winning any trophies, he's had the joint highest league position achieved in second alongside myself. However, he dominated me in terms of points, and he's also dominated PAV FM in terms of points as well, with the 90-point total. Goals scored an impressive 126 goals over the course of the season and conceded 56, which is up there in terms of one of the better defenses that we've seen. Goals per game coming in at 2.29, so again, pretty good in that respect. But that win percentage, guys, that win percentage of 72.72% is just exceptional. Congratulations, GYRFM. You are the new man to be at the top of the tree. So then, guys, that is the Tactic Tester done for another week. We have a new leader at the top of our leaderboard. Do you think your tactic has what it takes to knock GYRFM off the top of this leaderboard? If you do, don't forget to get in touch with me either on Twitter at Steve M. Hood or in the comments down below, and we will get you on this series to see how your tactic does. However, though, if you have enjoyed today's episode and you have enjoyed this series, don't forget to drop a like on it and subscribe to my channel for daily Football Manager content. I'll be back at the same time next weekend with another episode of the Tactic Tester. Hopefully, I'll catch you guys there.